everyone, this is Lisa and welcome to my kitchen. I was going through my spices and realized that I'm running low on some of my seasoning mixes, so I thought that we would make some together. So let's get started. I've got a lot of seasonings sitting on my counter. Let me show you. I've got all these herbs and some seasonings sitting here that we're going to combine so we can make our season mixes. We're going to start with Italian seasoning. I'm going to quadruple all my recipes except for one, and I'll let you know which one that is. Okay, let's start on the Italian seasoning. I need 3 tablespoons of basil. Three tablespoons of oregano. 3 tablespoons of oregano. Three tablespoons of parsley. This is not going to be big enough, so I'm going to move it over into here. 6 teaspoons of thyme. 3 teaspoons of rosemary. 3 teaspoons of garlic powder. Three teaspoons of salt. Okay. Put the lid on it. I just wrote Italian seasoning up on top and just give it a good shake. Okay, there's my Italian seasoning. Okay, my next one is Parmesan pizza seasoning, and I am not doubling this one. We are going to start with half a cup of Parmesan cheese. This is just the shaky stuff. This is so good on pizza. To that, I need 1 teaspoon of basil. 1 teaspoon of oregano. 1 teaspoon of pepper flakes, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. And then just shake that up. And then there is your Parmesan pizza seasoning. After you've made your pizza and it's cooked, just sprinkle this on top of your piece, or you can put this on top of the whole pizza. This is wonderful on pizza. Now for my fajita seasoning. I'm gonna double this one. I need 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. 2.5 teaspoons of chili powder. There's 1, You can do up to, you do 2.5 to 3, more or less to suit your needs. Okay, I caught myself. I need to put 2.5 more teaspoons in there because I'm doubling it. So altogether I have 5 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of paprika, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. Put the lid on it, give it a good shake. And there's my fajita seasoning. Okay, then I have a meatloaf seasoning recipe. I need 4 teaspoons of paprika, teaspoons, not tablespoons, 4 of them. Four teaspoons of ground mustard, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of basil, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt. Nope, 2 teaspoons of salt. Yeah, 1 teaspoon. And then 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme. Put the lid on that, give it a good shake. This is enough to do 2 2-pound meatloaves. So 1/2 of this for 2 pounds of ground beef. And then my last is shake and bake. I need 3 cups of breadcrumbs. These are my own breadcrumbs. There's 1/2 cup, 1 cup, well, 2, 1.5. There's 2. Totally lost it. Okay, there's a cup measure on the side, so we're not quite to 3 cups yet. All right, there's 3 cups of breadcrumbs, 1/4 of a cup of vegetable oil, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of dried onion flakes, 3 teaspoons of paprika, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, if you don't like cayenne pepper, don't add it in there, half a teaspoon of parsley, half a teaspoon of basil, and half a teaspoon of oregano. I always take my knife so I can get it in here and get it stirred up really good. If you feel like this isn't working, stick it in a bowl and stir it up. That may be what I have to do. Yep. Okay, this is the smallest bowl I have available. Take a spoon, stir it up until everything gets moist with the vegetable oil. Now you can leave this in your cabinet with no problem for up to 3 months, or you can put it in your refrigerator if you're not comfortable with it in the cabinet because of the vegetable oil. Okay, see how this is all nice and moist now? Where'd my funnel go? Okay, we're gonna put it back in the jar. There's my shake and bake. All right, let me get this mess cleaned up and then I'll be back. There are my 5 seasonings. I have Italian seasoning, Meatloaf Seasoning, Parmesan pizza seasoning, Fajita Seasoning, and shake and bake. I need to talk to you about the pizza seasoning. I put in tablespoons and I should have put in teaspoons of like the basil and the oregano. So I did add more Parmesan cheese to it to thin that out. I have found that I save a lot of money making these because I already have the herbs and the spices to do this. So rather than buy it already mixed, I just mix it myself. All you need to do is, like on the fajita mix, put however much you want on your meat. That is up to you on how spicy you want it or want it. Italian seasoning, just measure it according to recipes or put, again, to your taste. The meatloaf, like I said, half of that will do 2 pounds of meat. So I made enough for 4 pounds of meat. Give these a try. They will save you money if you make them yourself. Plus you know what's in them, so there's not a bunch of that preservatives in it that you find in your seasoning mixes. I hope that you enjoyed these videos. Please give it a like and also subscribe for me to help this channel grow. We'll see you next time, everyone. Bye!